we start to block something. So, in our solar plexus, we have tension and fear. We don't believe in ourselves. We don't assert our power. So we kind of shut it off. And then the energy will start building there. And it's going to start creating disruptions. So now we have maybe IBS, we have irritable bowel syndrome, or we have ulcers that are happening in our stomach, different things that will start to manifest in that part of the physical body. And as we can keep that energy moving and clear, then we have a whole healthy body, and we have greater access to the energy. So we're now accessing the energy. The kink comes out and it's open. Now the energy is moving up to the heart, it's coming to the throat, third eye, and crown, and we're feeling a oneness with Source. We're having that universal flow is moving through us without any blockages. So does that kind of make sense and answer your question?
That makes sense, but you burst the bubble.
I burst your bubble?
Yeah, because I always...
I'm kind of good at that. Just because Source is just like, well, they may have this belief system, but sometimes the belief system is not really aligned with truth. Yeah. And there are those that have an aura, like when we see someone's aura and they're just glowing, and you can feel they are channeling spirit. Maybe they're a musician and they're just playing the guitar, or they're an artist, a healer that's speaking about what they're passionate about, and you just can see a glow around them. That aura is showing you the light and the love and that high vibration. So in that case, you're seeing that pure love, you're feeling it. And that, in essence, is what we are. That's what we're capable of, and that's what we're here to align with. But we also can express and project out an energy of lack and fear and heaviness. And you can sense that when you're around someone who's really insecure, or they're very fearful, they have a lot of anxiety, they have a heaviness to their energy. When you're just near them, maybe you feel a heaviness touch you, or kind of just you feel flustered just being around them. And these are things to pay attention to, how different energies will affect us and how different energies are affecting these people. And it's not really like a good or bad thing. It's just something to be aware of. And really it's about being mindful. What do we choose to embody? Do I choose to embody the energy of love and compassion and unity? And I want to be opening myself to receive and to express with freedom and love? Or do I choose today to be insecure and feel like I'm weak and I'm small and I'm insignificant? That's a choice. We can do that. Source doesn't really mind. It's what do we choose? And if choosing again and again that sense of smallness and insecurity and sickness, if people would be more mindful of what they speak about and what they think about, they would shift what they're living. So an example is someone insecure and fearful. If they wake up in the morning and they're just like, oh God, I just, I don't think I'm good enough, and these people are just going to see right through me, and they just start their day with that energy, and they're just insecure and they're fearful. And then they start talking about it and like, oh, I'm sick, and, I'm always sick. I've had this sickness forever. And they're chronically talking about their problems. They're chronically talking about their lack. I'm poor. I'm always broke. I never have enough money. Whatever it is, when they're putting that out vibrationally, others around will feel that and will react to it. So the laws of attraction state that what we focus upon, we draw energy to, and we then start to co-create with Source. So if we're focused on sickness, we're talking about it all the time, we're in fear, we're just manifesting more of that experience and drawing more and more. Maybe now we hang out with only like sick people and people that also are really angry about sickness. And so that's our common connection. And we can create clubs and groups and foundations based upon this. It's possible. But we also have the opportunity to realize that that is not serving us at some point and go, wait a minute, I'm starting to notice this now. That when I focus on the good and I focus on abundance and I think about it and then I talk about that and I'm talking about what I'm grateful for. I'm talking about how much I love life, how much life loves me. I expect miracles. I know that I'm capable of helping create miracles, and I talk about that. When we start shifting that dialogue to abundance and wholeness, we start creating that with Source. So now we've co-created this experience where we're powerful and we're given respect and reverence for our gifts. We understand what to do as it comes. We completely know what to do and we take action. That's a possibility as well. And that's the difference between an energy or a human that is out of alignment or a human that has stepped into alignment. They've stepped into the vortex with Source. So it's kind of like, picture like a beam of light coming down. And what most humans do is they dance around that beam of light. They dance around and they say, well, someday I want to do this, or I'd like to try that, or, I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. I say this a lot with my my healing groups. So all of my students have heard this before, but it's truth. If we are dancing around that circle and we're not having the courage to just step into it, then we're going to struggle. So we basically need to just make sure that we're really listening and that we're really allowing ourselves to come into that space of wholeness, and we're being that alignment, rather than if we're afraid and we're not stepping into that alignment, then that's going to just, like I said, it's a choice. You don't have to step in, but stepping into your light and your power is going to serve you and others in amazing ways. And it's worth the work. It really is. So any other questions?
I don't have any. I don't know if somebody here has a comment about something.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Tanya. It's Kathy.
Hi. How are you, Kathy?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great.
I wanted to comment about the AURIC clearing that I had with you. And
Awesome.
It was amazing because you were just right on. You just picked up on so many things that just really rang a bell with me. And during it, I was more like I had feelings that kind of transformed into thoughts, if that makes any sense. And
Yes.
And I've learned since then to start being more mindful and pay attention to thoughts when I am in stillness. To just be still and be mindful and pay attention to some thoughts that come to me. And it's amazing, just amazing what can happen.
Isn't it? Once you start having that awareness, you're like, whoa.
Yes, it's really amazing what you can gain from this when you start really paying attention to your thoughts and your feelings.
Absolutely.
And
I totally agree.
Wanted to thank you, and this workshop you've got going possibly sounds like a great idea.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I would love to do that if, we just get some people that are interested in tuning in, and kind of like we're doing today, they just can tune in live and I'll just be sharing, but they can each have feedback and kind of ask me questions, and we can really learn and grow quickly this way. And, in my in-home classes, I can reach so many people at a time, but it would be awesome to reach out and assist more souls that are ready for this on a bigger level. So that's the intention, and we'll see if people are ready. They will let us know, right?
That's right. And awesome. I have to always remember to set my intention. I for some reason keep forgetting. I just go right into it and, okay, stop, slow down a minute. Think about what is your intention here? What are you trying to do?
Yes, it's so powerful. Like anything we're doing, if we can get up in the morning before we even get out of bed, just kind of process our dreams and thank Spirit for the beautiful day ahead. Like, just set that intention to have a beautiful, amazing day. And I'll tell my angels, thank you for all the magic and miracles. Like, just surprise and delight me today. And I just set an intention for that magic to come my way and for me to be a part of that magic. And it's an amazing difference of having the mindfulness to begin a day with a sense of reverence and gratitude and expectation of good than just jump out of bed and, there's not enough time. I got to get there. And we're racing. And I think so many of us, if we start to be more mindful with our thoughts and with our intention, we really will start to see how powerful that we can create shifts together, because it's all about that intention and being mindful of our own thoughts. So that's awesome that you're doing that.
Yes, I think that is a big problem with most people, because they're just being drawn in so many directions that it's hard to focus on one thing.
Yes. Yes, and I think, I found that with myself. I'm actually in a moment right now in my life where there's so many amazing opportunities came my way at once, and it's awesome, and I'm grateful. But I've been really tuning in and discerning, like, which energies feel good to me. Yeah. And so that's a huge part of the evolution of living more sixth sensory, is not being so attached to the logic or attached to a title, like, oh, now you're the CEO, and you feel like crap every day when you go to work, but you're the CEO. And so I think it's really important that we learn to discern day to day what it is that we enjoy, what we love, and again, come back to our intention. Is this space that I'm entering, is this aligning with my highest soul's mission and intention? Do I feel joy here? Do I feel that this energy is receiving me with love and reverence? Or do I feel like this is like a repeating energy that I've already experienced that's coming to test me, coming to show me, like, do you think you're good enough? Are you going to prove yourself to me? Are you going to work extra long hours and run around in circles for me? And, we'll sometimes manifest bosses like that or life partners like that. And I think that it's important that we constantly are tuning into self of, like, wait a minute, is this enjoyable? Do I love this? Does this feel good for me? Does it feel good to be around this energy? When we're dating someone, don't be too quick to commit to being with that person for the long haul until you really get to know their energy and their intention. And I feel like living with mindfulness means we're living in the now every moment. We're paying attention to all the information, and we're discerning what's best for ourselves. And that's a different direction than many of us have been taught to go in, because I feel for so long on this planet, we've been conditioned to just, suck it up. You just need to go do the hard work. Stop being a baby. Don't be so sensitive. You need to go and work harder and prove yourself. And that, from my awareness, comes from a sense of I'm not good enough and I'm not worthy yet. So I have to go and jump on the hamster wheel, and I have to spin it around and around till I feel worthy. And that is a way that we have been conditioned to live. And many of us feel like that's what I call the uncomfortably comfortable. It doesn't feel comfortable, but it's what we know. And this opportunity that we're being given to evolve is daring to care about what you feel inside, daring to feel and discern every moment what feels best for you and what feels healthy for you, because you love you. And because your alignment and your health and well-being are the highest priority. Like, your health and wholeness and joy is way more important than being a CEO of anything. And we need to be open to that and not attach ourselves to titles or roles in a way that starts to create sickness and stress and tension, because that's when I talk about surrendering the ego. The ego would tell you have to do all these things, and then you'll be worthy, and one day they'll treat you with respect. And the soul will tell you, what is this? I deserve respect. I do not deserve to be spoken to in this way. This makes me feel sick. Being in this energy causes my body to shake. I feel tension. What is this? This doesn't feel good. And so we're learning to trust in the emotional body and what we feel and to honor it more than going into the ego and the logic of, well, I got to at least suck it up for 6 months, you know.